stepping in, Luis Arias. Here comes the 0-1.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Throw.
He's safe.
Tying run at the plate.
Ball in.
They're down to their final strike. That one misses. Now even at 2. Got it, and that's the ball game. 2-0. Coming up on the first pitch, Red Shandies getting ready to hit. Hammered down the line, took the extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
To first, and
Safe,
he beats
he's
it.
in.
Everyone's safe. First and second, no outs. Jordan Walker now at the plate. Out front, rip foul. Line and a base hit into right. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out. Swing and a foul out of play. Shandies on third. Gorman over at second. Walker on at first with nobody out. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Then there's one down. So digging in, Alec Burleson. Golden opportunity right here. That one's in there, 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Base hit, one run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone. On the ground. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. In the air to left center. And there are two down. Steven Cruz taking over on the mound.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Pedro Pajes swings through it for strike one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there. But you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Line, and that's a base hit. One run's in. Now the second run is in, and they take a 3-run lead. That one lifted to left, and that'll do it. Jeter downs to the plate here. Nobody on, but that changes now with the intentional walk. See the velocity 97 with that fastball.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's it for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. This to center field. That's a base hit. The run comes in to score from second, and they cut the lead to 2. At the plate, Chase Dawson.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you can...
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Tracks it down for the out. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. J.C. Ramirez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That's a base hit, and that's going to get into the corner. So now back to the top of the order.
Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
That's a base hit. The relay throw. Now back in safely at first. Here's Nolan Gorman. Reached on an infield single. This first time. And a foul ball. Herrera, the runner at third. Shane Dees at first with no outs. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Tosses to first. 1 out in the second. Line drive, base hit. 1 run across. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away. Scott Rowland will hit next. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. The 0-1. This to third. It's in and out of his glove. In comes the runner from third. Base. This one in the air center field. Montez should have this one. And there's 2 away. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And now it's going to be Mason Wynn. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
0-1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
The throw to second is offline. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Ball comes in. Runner stops at third. Base is still loaded with 2 out. And now here is Victor Scott. Fly to left his first time. Swung on. Broken back grounder to third. And it goes just foul. Way out front for strike 2.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. Back here at Lone Depot. So we get an intentional walk with no outs in the inning. Chesler Cuthbert in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's in there. That's strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
There you go.
Started after it. Tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nope. That's inside.
Zamora at first. One gone. Right through there for a strike. This one in the air. Pajes gets under it. 2 away. Next to hit, Juan Montez.
Hey.
Out to short, win. That's the inning. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Osman Gutierrez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. So up next, Red Shanebeast. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Line drive to short and caught. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So digging in, Jordan Walker. And it's fouled off. The 0-1.
Ball.
Now one miss. That misses the zone, and now it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. They take the force out. Good to have you back. John Chump, manager signals over. And how about this? The intentional walk signal to the leadoff hitter.
Hey.
Downs on at first. Nobody out. High fly ball, right field. Walker under it. Takes it in for the out. And now it's Mark Vientos. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss there. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Late on that fastball. And it's fouled away.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Lifted in the air down the left side. That's the ball game. 6-1 is your